Going on in sports. Hey YouTube, welcome to the Blogging Girl. I'm your host Doug here with your video blog for October 28th, 2011. The month of October is winding down and we're getting ready to start getting into November. Big time in November is big sports time in November. We got college football games coming up that are going to be big. I'm going to start off this blog on the YouTube blog. We're going to talk briefly about the World Series. We'll do another World Series preview as we have Game 7 come up tonight. And then I'm going to finish off the YouTube video with some talk about the latest change in conference realignment. Alright, so let's start off with the World Series. Last night's World Series game was absolutely crazy if you didn't watch it. Rangers blew 3 saves. David Freese had a ball go off his head. Then he hit a walk-off homer. Forced Game 7. Rangers had the Cardinals down to their last strike to win the World Series 2 separate times. Couldn't get it done. David Freese, the big walk-off. Matt Holliday dropped a ball. Freese had one go off his head. 5 errors combined between the two teams. But really one of, if not the best, postseason game in Major League Baseball history. Just how big of a stage, the back and forth of it all. Really an enjoyable game to watch, really. Alright, tonight, of course, it's game 7. Matt Harrison experiencing some... Alright, we're back. Matt Harrison taking on Chris Carpenter. Chris Carpenter going on 3 days rest. No lineups have been posted yet. Chris Carpenter's 1-0 with a 2.77. Matt Harrison's 0-1 with a 7.36. But don't be surprised. You're going to see a lot of guys pitching. Everybody can pitch tonight. No matter who you are, Alexi Ogando, C.J. Wilson, everybody's going to be ready to go. And Ron Washington is going to more than likely have to piece together his bullpen. Much like Tony La Russa did last night. Kyle Loesch, big out of the bullpen for them. But David Freese and Lance Berkman have become the unlikely heroes for the Cardinals. Definitely. Berkman behind Pujols. Pujols got walked in the 9th, and then in the 10th, Pujols got walked. Berkman came up with a big single. So Berkman just really putting things together. Alan Craig will start in Matt Holliday's spot in left field after coming off the bench on Thursday and homering. Okay. Nelson Cruz might not be playing tonight. He left with a strained groin. That's kind of an up in the air situation right now. It's just something to look at there. Mike Napoli, he's going to be big tonight, definitely. But just look for the managers. Managers are going to have to shine big time. It's going to be a good game. I think because Chris Carpenter is taking the bump tonight, I got the Cardinals winning this game. In a tight one, in a drama one, but really, you cannot pick who's going to win this series. In a series that was said to not be that exciting, this has been very exciting. So I got the Cardinals winning tonight and giving Pujols a ring before he heads out of town. All right, now let's move on to the last topic for the YouTube video, and then we're going to let people go. I'll stay on blogtv.com to discuss some NASCAR. We'll do a NASCAR preview. We'll talk college football, and we'll talk a little NFL. Alright, so the other headline I wanted to talk about was the Big 12 has accepted West Virginia to come into their conference. West Virginia has been formally invited to join the Big 12. It will be 27 months, so think 2 years. So probably you're looking at the 2014 football season, maybe, possibly. Kind of crazy. So the Big 12. So what is going to happen to the Big East right now? The Big East is losing teams extremely fast, and it's not good, really. They're losing teams, and the Big East needs to find a way to get teams. I mean, they're trying to bring in some teams like Boise State, Air Force, and Navy just as college football teams, not as basketball teams. They just want them to be a one-sport conference team. I think it'd be good for Boise State, honestly. Get that automatic qualifier, get them playing against, I'd say, more of quality opponents than they're playing against right now in the Mountain West. So I think it would be really important for Boise State to maybe embrace this. But I don't really think Air Force and Navy really need to because, come on, Air Force and Navy, they're not quality teams. They're not recruiting at a high enough level. I think also recruiting could increase for Boise State. You could see them open up more to the Eastern time zones and such, which could be big for them, definitely. But just West Virginia leaving now, Missouri will more than likely be headed to the SEC out of the Big 12. More teams wanting out. Louisville wants out. Louisville, though, Rick Pitino has been a big-time ambassador trying to get teams like your Memphis, your Central Florida, other teams in the Memphis area, trying to get those teams to come into the conference. So Rick Pitino trying kind of being an ambassador, the basketball coach being an ambassador in a football conference, I guess. Texas A&M, of course, is off to the SEC. So the two new teams coming in are going to be West Virginia and TCU. West Virginia and TCU are going to be on their way into the Big 12 conference, which is big news, definitely. All of this conference realignment is crazy stuff. Makes me wonder what is really going to happen during this whole shift. YouTube, thanks for watching. That's all I got for you guys. I'll be back with another video on Monday. So subscribe to me, leave me comments, and ask me questions. And I'll be back on Monday. So thanks for watching YouTube, and I'm